creativity,
ideas,
innovation,
change,
leadership,
development,
youth in entrepreneurship. Only on
Radio Riyaz 96.8 MHz.
Welcome back. You're listening to 96.8 Nepali ko Awaz Radio Riyaz. This is Youth in Entrepreneurship with Avilasha Rai Maji. Youth in Entrepreneurship comes every Sunday 5 to 6 p.m. You can listen to us online. Just log on to www.radioriyaz.com, and you can also connect with us through Facebook. Just like our page Youth in Entrepreneurship. Today we have a very elegant and beautiful guest, Sabona Limbu, and we're talking to her about her community, the art of you. We've talked about the long-term vision that you have for your community.
Yes.
So there are a lot of communities like the art of you. There is art of living and various other communities that help people. So what is basically unique about your community, and how do you aim to brand your community?
Well, my motive is to reach as many as people I can to help spread the word of encouragement. And as you said, that having other various communities that also promotes something similar objectives to us to help uplift the lives of others. I feel that having organizations as such with similar objectives is going to make the world a far better more place. I mean, it's going to help everybody live life and deal with life situations with positivity, and with instead of falling downhill, I mean, people can learn to pick themselves up. So Art of You basically is not something that I am trying to push at you. It's something that we are all going to learn ourselves to be encouraged to do something, to look at failure not as disappointment, but as something sort of like a lesson learned, or the main motive of Art of You is to stay, to learn, to grow, so that a lot of times people fail at one thing and then they stop doing it, even if it can be something very profound and meaningful, but they stop doing it mainly because the world perceives as such that you are incapable of doing it. So, and then you start believing that you are not capable of doing it. So Art of You is sort of like a message giver. It kind of spreads the message we actually need to hear, the words of encouragement, and the right kind of encouragement. We are not going to be just giving superficial ideas of positive thinking or motivate yourself. No, I think the Art of You is sort of like a platform which helps us learn and implement it. So there's going to be learning, and there's going to be action, and there's going to be result. So I feel that because I'm a person who's always I don't believe in things that just say and that don't set meaning to it. So just having a word and text of encouragement is not going to help somebody. But if we can have various workshops, and if we can have various activities that actually help us implement those ideas and thoughts on how we can actually align it to our life and create a life with much more meaning, then I think that the Art of You stands out of it, because my belief is not just in the words, it is in action, it is in implementing and getting good results as such.
So basically you want to help people grow and learn and share, right?
Yes.
So, and it is there is a saying that says the people who want to help others the most are a little themselves broken. And has there been any incident?
Is always and has always been very much treasurable for me. I've never looked at regrets as regret. I mean, I know of things that I had. I mean, of course, there were times that I had felt very miserable. I felt very pressured, and I have felt broken. Of course, everybody feels those emotions, and it's okay to feel these emotions. You don't have to run away or shy away from it. But the main fact is, I try to figure out what comes next. What comes after being broken? What comes after being discouraged? What comes after you feel insecure? Do you just stay in that place, or do you get out of it? And I think this is like how the dots slowly started to connect with me giving myself a lesson to learn and to help me be encouraged at various things. So that way, giving myself a dose of encouragement actually helped me realize that there are many others who have not even realized that you need to really look deep into yourself and say to yourself that you are capable of achieving something, and don't let yourself be broken too soon before you actually give yourself to see your full potential. That's been, I mean, there has been various experience in my life, and
So can you share a specific story?
There is no specific story to my life of it, but I see everything that the phases that I've been going through my life as lessons and as inspiration and as moving on with life. So I can even say that the art of you itself is a challenge for me right now, because coming up with the idea, everything has been happening fast, and it's been happening with now trying to make a very definite structure to giving it a form.
Yes.
So I think this is a challenge for me right now, and I do feel challenged, because if I'm encouraging my audience and my listeners to really dream big, I think that even if I can implement it and show the art of you as an example of being my dream living, then I think this is a very wonderful experience right now that I'm experiencing it myself. So I guess this is a moment experience that I'm sharing on there.
So, we've talked about the art of you. Now we'd like to talk about the art of you, the art of Sabona. So,
Wow.
so what is the spiritual practice that you follow?
Learn. I'm a big learner. I am very curious. I'm full of questions, and I am a person who needs good reason to really believe in something. And I've promised myself that even if I'm 80 years old, even if I'm 90, I don't want to stop learning. And I feel that this art of you relates to me, because I don't want a life that is dull, and I don't want others to be doing the same, getting dragged into believing that this normality, this ordinary is my life. But I want to fill it with as much as experience, as much as colors, and as much as, regardless of what you are creating, let it be beautiful, let it be profound, and I want myself, and as well as the people that I meet, the people that I come across, I have respect for all of them, and when I see them, when I talk to them, I feel that I learn something out of them, and as well as I can share a bit of what I learn. So that's my art of me.
So you've been involved with NGOs and organizations with the social objective.
Yes.
So how has your work connected with the art of you?
Well, before my the current work that I'm working at right now, it's Human Development Community Service. Before that, I've worked for Saral Sampanda, and the objective of Saral Sampanda was to help people with disabilities and to help give them careers, So we went around organizations, and we encouraged organizations to hire people with disabilities. So yes, of course, the main objective of the art of you also did align back then, because I was meeting people who were not seen as they were seen as different in society, and many of them that I met had faced difficulties in life because they were different. And I used to talk to them, and I used to give them words of encouragement. But just words of encouragement is not going to help. I used to try and give them maybe certain ideas or help them network. And that was what our office was doing, networking, being an agent. So I kind of see it back then itself, the art of you had already started implementing in my ways of trying to reach out to many others. And I feel that a lot of times people get so bound by what the world perceives them as such, that they forget to see the actual speciality that they have. And yes, of course, there were results that the few of them did work and few of them did get hired, and so you can see the transition of it. It's not that you can't do it, but if you really push yourself enough, and if you really give it a try, then there will be a change. Of course, your decision is very important, and that's why I don't want somebody to make a decision because of insecurities, because of self-doubt. So that's why it did implement back then. And yes, my current work right now, HDCS, they, I can only praise my organization because they have been really, really, really kind to let me be flexible with my work, and they've helped me, they've given me that period to learn as much as I can. And of course, I present at various meetings, and I share as much as I can and help leave the employees and my colleagues as much as inspired as they can, because life would be sad if you're not your full self, if you are stuck believing that you are not capable when you actually are. I think that's sad. And when you don't give yourself a chance, the purpose of your life gets kind of lost. So I feel it's very important to encourage little kids the right way, of course, and even elders. They need the sort of encouragement. And till now, so far, all the presentations that I've been giving it at my workplace, it has been impactful, I must say.
So always follow your dreams. With this beautiful note, we are going for a short commercial break. We'll be back after this Riaz Business Box.